In 2014, a specimen of a black seadevil anglerfish was found in the stomach of an Antarctic toothfish in the Ross Sea. This mysterious fish is typically found only in deep temperate and tropical waters. Meanwhile, the collapse of permafrost. The breeding grounds of emperor penguins have vanished. Seals drift across fragile ice sheets. Microplastics have been found in the bodies of creatures that once thrived beneath the ice for centuries. Antarctica. The average temperature has risen nearly 3 degrees over the past 50 years, causing ice to melt faster than ever before. West Antarctica has lost over 3,000 billion tons of ice in the past 25 years, with Thwaites Glacier alone melting at a rate of 75 billion tons per year. Icebergs crack and collapse into the ocean, drifting and melting in the warm ocean currents. The delicate balance of the icy land, intricately shaped by nature, is disappearing. The wild symbols of Antarctica are also being swept into an uncertain future. Here, the penguin stands as a symbol. During the summer months, when the sun shines for 24 hours, the Southern Ocean transforms into a biological feast. Penguins dive into the frigid waters, where temperatures range from 2 degrees to 2 degrees, using their powerful wings like paddles to hunt for food. Some species can dive as deep as 500 meters and hold their breath for up to 27 minutes, a capability far beyond any other bird. From the frozen shores of the Antarctic Peninsula to the pristine coasts of the Ross Sea, 8 penguin species have made this place their home. Each species carries its own unique story of survival, and none has been designated as a national animal. Instead, the entire penguin family has become the emblem of this rugged continent. Among them, the emperor penguin is the largest penguin species on Earth. From mid-autumn, thousands leave the ocean, traveling deep into the frozen interior to reach their breeding grounds. They cross dozens of kilometers, enduring temperatures that can drop to 60 degrees and winds reaching 200 kilometers per hour to reach their breeding colonies on the sea ice. Here, in the harshest winter on the planet, the next generation will be born. After laying their eggs, the female penguins leave the colony, swimming hundreds of kilometers in search of food. Meanwhile, the males take on the responsibility of protecting the eggs. They stand on the ice for 65 days without eating, keeping the eggs nestled between their feet, wrapped in a warm fold of belly skin. As the sun begins to return in spring, the eggs start to hatch. The females return just in time to take over caring for the chicks. The exhausted males, having fasted for months, set out in search of food. By summer, the young penguins develop waterproof feathers and leave the colony to begin their independent lives at sea. They learn to swim, hunt, and prepare for the challenging journeys ahead. This extraordinary cycle is the result of millions of years of evolution. The emperor penguin descends from an ancient branch of birds that once lived in temperate forests during the Eocene, around 50 million years ago. As Earth's climate cooled, their ancestors adapted to harsher conditions, developing larger bodies to retain heat more effectively. Today, emperor penguins primarily inhabit stable sea ice around Antarctica, from latitudes 66 degrees to 77 degrees south. Their breeding colonies are concentrated in areas where the ice remains thick enough to support their population during the breeding season. In 2009, scientists estimated around 595,000 adult individuals across 46 colonies throughout Antarctica. However, climate change poses a severe threat to their habitat. The sea ice they depend on for breeding is shrinking. A 2024 study revealed a significant decline in emperor penguin populations due to early ice melt, impacting breeding success and chick survival rates. If this trend continues, 65% of their colonies could disappear by 2050. Antarctica is a land of contrasts. This continent lies at the southernmost point of Earth, completely isolated by the Southern Ocean, the coldest and most pristine ocean in the world. The Antarctic circumpolar current encircles Antarctica like a wall of water, preventing warm ocean currents from the north from reaching its shores. This isolation has kept the continent frozen for millions of years, making it the coldest, driest, and windiest place on the planet. Yet, despite its extreme conditions, Antarctica remains an essential part of the global climate system. Spanning 14 million square kilometers, it is larger than Europe and has nearly the same surface area as Pluto. Nearly 98% of the continent is covered in ice, with an average thickness of 1.9 kilometers. In places like eastern Antarctica, the ice sheet can reach up to 4.8 kilometers thick, holding ancient ice that has existed for millions of years. But Antarctica was not always a land of ice and snow. You might be surprised to learn that before it became the coldest continent on Earth, this was once a very different world, warmer, more fertile, and teeming with life. Lush forests covered the land, rivers flowed through valleys, and primitive animals roamed freely across this ancient terrain. That was a distant past, from a time when Earth was an entirely different place. Around 600 million years ago, during the late Neo-Proterozoic era, Antarctica was not a solitary landmass, but part of Gondwana, a massive supercontinent that included South America, Africa, India, Australia, and Madagascar. These landmasses were tightly connected, forming a vast, unified expanse stretching from the tropics to higher latitudes. The climate at that time was much milder than today, allowing life to flourish. Tropical forests, giant ferns, and gymnosperms thrived in the moist, fertile soil of this continent. With warm currents no longer reaching its shores, temperatures dropped drastically. The first ice sheets formed on the continent, marking the beginning of a new era, the age of permanent glaciation. Over time, these ice sheets thickened, covering nearly the entire landmass. Beneath this ice lies a vast reservoir, about 70% of the world's fresh water locked away in the frozen landscape. Antarctica entered an age of extreme cold. Temperatures plummeted to record lows, with the coldest ever recorded at 93.2 degrees at Dome Fuji. The once thriving forests vanished, rivers dried up, buried beneath ice millions of years thick. The creatures that once inhabited this land either perished or migrated to warmer regions. Only a few species capable of enduring extreme conditions remained, surviving along the coasts and in the frigid waters of the Southern Ocean. These changes were driven by massive geological processes. Tectonic plates continue to shift, reshaping the continent over time. Beneath the thick ice, a hidden network of mountains and valleys lies buried, including the Gamburtsev mountain range, a subglacial mountain system buried under nearly 1 kilometer of ice, with peaks as tall as the Alps. Many mysteries of this continent remain concealed beneath millions of years of frozen history. Today, beneath Antarctica's thick ice lies one of the most complex and mysterious landscapes on Earth. A continent divided by the Transantarctic Mountains, a massive mountain range stretching over 3,500 kilometers from the Ross Sea to the Weddell Sea. To the east, eastern Antarctica extends like an ancient fortress of ice, where layers of ice have accumulated for millions of years, forming a sheet over 4 kilometers thick. Its surface is a frigid ice plateau where time seems frozen, and the untouched ice remains unmarked by human footsteps. In contrast, Western Antarctica is a fractured landscape of ice channels, glaciers, and vast ice shelves, changing rapidly under the influence of climate change. It is one of the most vulnerable regions on Earth, where colossal glaciers like Thwaites Glacier are melting at an alarming rate, contributing to global sea level rise. NASA's 2023 studies indicate that if all the ice in Western Antarctica collapses, sea levels could rise by 3 to 5 meters, threatening millions of people in coastal regions worldwide. At the heart of Western Antarctica, mountain ranges rise from the ice like remnants of a lost world. The Ellsworth Mountains are among the largest, home to Vinson Massif, the continent's highest peak, towering at 4,892 meters. This is one of the most remote and inaccessible places on Earth. Thin air, piercing cold winds, and absolute isolation make it a challenge even for the most experienced climbers. Beneath the eternal ice lies a world yet to be explored. Lake Vostok, a massive underground lake buried more than 4 kilometers beneath the ice, has been isolated from Earth's atmosphere for millions of years. Antarctica, the coldest and most extreme land on Earth, yet a place of natural wonders. A vast frozen desert where annual precipitation averages only 200 millimeters along the coast and decreases sharply further inland. Beneath its barren exterior, Antarctica is a biological treasure trove. Despite the scarcity of exposed soil, plant life has found ways to survive. More than 300 species of lichens, 100 species of moss, 25 species of liverworts, and over 20 species of fungi have adapted to the harsh conditions. They grow slowly but can live for centuries, enduring intense summer sunlight and months of winter darkness. No trees, no grasslands, yet patches of moss and lichen clinging to rocks, along with algae thriving in the ice, sustain a persistent rhythm of life on the continent. Extreme climate conditions have not stopped the evolution of resilient wildlife. Marine mammals have developed thick layers of blubber to withstand freezing temperatures. Seabirds travel thousands of miles to feed in these waters, using cold ocean currents as invisible migration pathways. Beneath the surface, thousands of tiny organisms, from plankton to colossal sea creatures, form the foundation of the Antarctic Ocean's intricate food web. In the coastal areas and the Antarctic Peninsula, the land is not entirely covered by ice year-round. Summer brings a rare touch of warmth. As the ice gradually melts, jagged rocky beaches and tranquil fjords emerge. The marine ecosystem here thrives due to abundant nutrients. The seasonal expansion and retreat of sea ice create crucial cycles of biological productivity. In summer, Sunlight triggers a bloom of marine algae, leading to an explosion of plankton and small fish populations. This forms the foundation of the food web, sustaining everything from bustling seabird colonies to massive marine mammals. Across the frigid waters of Antarctica, among towering icebergs and deep blue seas, the humpback whale embarks on a grand journey. Each year, they migrate over 8,000 kilometers from tropical waters to the Southern Ocean in search of food. This is one of the longest migrations of any animal on Earth, a journey of survival that helps maintain the delicate balance of the ocean. The origins of the humpback whale can be traced back to ancient baleen whales that first appeared around 30 million years ago. Throughout their evolutionary history, they have developed wide jaws lined with baleen plates, allowing them to filter feed in nutrient-rich waters. This remarkable adaptation enables these giants to thrive in the cold, food-abundant waters of the Southern Ocean. Once on the brink of extinction due to 20th century commercial whaling, the humpback whale has made a remarkable recovery thanks to global conservation efforts. According to a 2023 report by the International Whaling Commission, the population of humpback whales in the Southern Ocean has significantly rebounded, reaching approximately 80,000 individuals. Today, humpback whales are found across the world's oceans. In the southern hemisphere, they migrate to Antarctica in the summer to take advantage of abundant food sources. They then return to tropical waters to breed in the winter. To fuel this long migration, an adult humpback whale can consume up to 1.5 tons of krill per day. Humpback whales are renowned for their unique hunting techniques. Upon reaching the icy waters of Antarctica, they use a strategy known as bubble net feeding to catch prey efficiently. A group of whales swims in circles, blowing bubbles to create a net-like trap around schools of Antarctic krill and small fish. Then they surge upward with their mouths wide open, engulfing massive amounts of prey. Through their feeding habits, humpback whales play a crucial role in marine ecosystems. By consuming large quantities of krill, they help regulate krill populations, preventing ecosystem imbalances. Additionally, their nutrient-rich feces stimulate the growth of phytoplankton, which supports the ocean's carbon cycle. The intelligence of humpback whales is evident not only in their hunting strategies, but also in their complex communication. They produce long, intricate songs that can last for hours, passed down through generations. Scientists believe these songs play a key role in attracting mates and establishing territories. Despite their recovery, humpback whales still face significant threats. Climate change is altering their habitat. Early ice melt and rising ocean temperatures may reduce key food sources like krill. A 2024 study by the British Antarctic Survey found that krill populations in the Southern Ocean are declining due to early sea ice loss, directly impacting species that rely on them. Additionally, plastic pollution, increasing maritime traffic, and the impact of commercial fishing pose growing risks to their survival. Along the frigid, ice-covered shores of Antarctica, one of the continent's most iconic animal groups continues to adapt in astonishing ways. The pinnipeds are an essential part of the ecosystem in the coastal areas and the peninsula. 6 species inhabit this region: leopard seal, Ross seal, Weddell seal, crab-eater seal, southern elephant seal, and Antarctic fur seal. Among them, 4 species primarily live on sea ice, making up 50% of the world's total seal biomass. In the vast white wilderness of the coastal areas and the peninsula of Antarctica, a silent predator glides through the dark, icy waters. Its piercing eyes scan the frozen surface, searching for any sign of prey. The leopard seal, one of Antarctica's most formidable hunters, is carrying out the survival mission it has perfected over millions of years of evolution. The other apex predator will soon make its appearance in this video, as our journey into Antarctica extends into the deep ocean. The history of the leopard seal stretches back over 23 million years, to a time when its earliest ancestors evolved in the frigid marine environment. With remarkable adaptations, the leopard seal has become one of the top predators of the Southern Ocean. It is among the largest seals in the region, reaching up to 3.5 meters in length and weighing around 600 kilograms. Unlike most other seals, they do not gather in large groups, but live solitary lives, patrolling the icy waters, lurking beneath ice floes, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The ice shelves along the coastal areas and the peninsula provide the perfect hunting ground for the leopard seal's cunning strategy. With a jaw that can open up to 160 degrees, they can easily snap up unsuspecting prey. Their sharp canine teeth allow them to grip penguins tightly, tearing through their skin before consuming the soft flesh inside. When targeting larger prey, such as smaller seal species, they rely on their muscular strength and impressive speed, reaching up to 40 kilometers per hour. The chase often exhausts the prey, after which the leopard seal delivers a powerful, fatal bite. However, the leopard seal is not just a relentless predator, it is also an opportunistic feeder. When necessary, they switch to a filter feeding technique, using their specialized molars to trap krill and small fish from seawater. This ability helps them survive when their primary prey, such as the Adélie penguin, becomes scarce. The presence of the leopard seal is not just crucial for its survival, but also plays a key role in maintaining balance within the Antarctic marine ecosystem. By controlling penguin and smaller seal populations, they help prevent the overpopulation of certain prey species. At the same time, they are prey for orcas, the only predators capable of taking down a fully grown leopard seal. Yet, even the top predators of the Antarctic food chain are not immune to climate change. Sea ice is melting earlier each year, reducing the ideal ambush zones for leopard seals. As penguin colonies shift further south in search of stable breeding grounds, leopard seals are forced to expand their hunting range, burning more energy to sustain their food supply. A 2024 study by the British Antarctic Survey revealed that the decline of Adélie penguins is directly affecting the leopard seal's hunting success rate. As a result, they have been forced to rely more on fish as an alternative food source. Human activity is also introducing new threats. The increase in tourist vessels and commercial fishing operations in the Southern Ocean is contributing to rising levels of plastic pollution and underwater noise disturbance. Some leopard seals have been found with microplastics in their digestive systems, a concern that could have long-term effects on their health. Will their powerful survival instincts allow them to overcome these growing challenges? Or will they become yet another victim of global climate change? The decline of Antarctic krill, driven by ocean warming and acidification, is also shaking the foundation of the food chain that crab-eater seals depend on. At the same time, the melting of sea ice, which serves as the very platform for their survival, is occurring at an alarming rate. Their journey of survival is closely tied to the presence of sea ice, where they not only hunt but also breed and raise their young. As winter approaches, pregnant females migrate to thicker ice sheets where they can give birth safely, away from predators like leopard seals and orcas. Newborn pups are born with soft, silvery fur, but within weeks, they grow rapidly thanks to their mother's fat-rich milk. Once they are strong enough, they learn to swim and dive, honing their hunting skills in preparation for an independent life at sea. Despite their name, crab-eater seals do not eat crabs. They rely almost entirely on Antarctic krill. Thanks to the abundance of krill, crab-eater seals have become the most numerous seal species on the planet, with an estimated population of 15 million individuals. This is an astonishing figure for any marine mammal. Their evolutionary history is intertwined with the glaciation of Antarctica millions of years ago. As their ancestors left the land to adapt to life at sea, they evolved into distinct species, with crab-eater seals refining their ability to thrive on sea ice and hunt in the water. They have a unique set of interlocking teeth designed like a natural filter. By drawing seawater into their mouths and pushing it out, they trap tiny krill between their specialized teeth, allowing them to extract vast amounts of food efficiently. This is one of the most effective feeding systems in the animal kingdom, enabling crab-eater seals to maximize the rich food resources of the Southern Ocean. Meanwhile, the Weddell seal is known as one of the most skilled divers in Antarctica. This seal species has evolved over millions of years to adapt to one of the harshest environments on the planet. Its body structure is optimized for survival in extreme cold. A thick layer of blubber helps maintain body temperature, while a specialized circulatory system allows for efficient oxygen use during extended deep dives. Weddell seals are primarily found along the coastal areas and the peninsula of Antarctica, where they inhabit stable sea ice. These ice sheets are attached to the coastline and do not drift away. This makes them ideal breeding and hunting grounds, while also providing a natural barrier against dangerous predators. With an estimated population of 800,000 individuals, they are one of the most abundant marine mammals in Antarctica. One of the Weddell seal's most remarkable skills is its ability to create breathing holes in the ice, even during winter when the ice thickens by several meters. They use their sharp canine teeth to scrape the ice, ensuring these holes remain open. As winter progresses and the ice thickens, maintaining these breathing holes becomes a crucial survival skill. This adaptation allows them to continue diving for food without straying too far from their shelter. Their diet mainly consists of fish, squid, and benthic invertebrates. When hunting, they employ an ambush strategy, moving slowly to approach their prey before launching a swift strike. As a result, Weddell seals play a crucial role in the Antarctic food web. Additionally, their habit of maintaining breathing holes unintentionally benefits other species, from penguins to smaller seals, by granting them access to the water beneath the ice. Along the rugged coastlines and towering cliffs of the coastal areas and the peninsula, Antarctica's wildlife bursts into life, dynamic and intense. This is where massive penguin colonies gather, transforming the snow-covered landscape into bustling breeding grounds. Above, albatrosses and petrels soar through powerful winds, effortlessly gliding on air currents without the need to flap their wings. As the Antarctic summer arrives, causing coastal ice to melt and expose bare, rocky terrain. This provides the perfect nesting ground for Adélie penguins to breed and raise their young. Unlike other birds that build nests from twigs or leaves, they gather small stones to create a sturdy foundation for their eggs. Both males and females take turns incubating the eggs for about 32 to 34 days, shielding their chicks from the harsh, icy winds of the Southern Ocean. When the eggs hatch, the fragile and vulnerable chicks rely on their parents for warmth and protection in their early days. After about 3 weeks, they join creches, small groups of young penguins, where they begin to learn independence among hundreds of thousands of others. Adélie penguins are among the most widespread penguin species in Antarctica. Their population numbers in the millions, stretching from the Ross Sea to the Antarctic Peninsula. Covered in dense feathers and their distinctive black and white plumage, they are not only symbols of the frozen wilderness, but also skilled survivors in one of the harshest environments on Earth. In the icy waters surrounding Antarctica, Adélie penguins are agile hunters. They primarily feed on krill, small fish, and squid, using their swift swimming abilities to catch prey. To maximize their speed underwater, they rely on a unique adaptation. Tiny air bubbles trapped between their feathers reduce drag, allowing them to glide effortlessly through the freezing ocean. On land, they don't just waddle, they also slide on their bellies to conserve energy. This clever strategy minimizes heat loss while helping them navigate across slippery ice more efficiently. However, the icy world that Adélie penguins call home is rapidly changing. Climate change and global warming are causing sea ice to melt earlier, disrupting both their nesting sites and food supply. Some Adélie penguin colonies are already declining due to habitat loss and increasing competition, particularly from Gentoo penguins, a species better adapted to warming conditions. The Gentoo penguin is the fastest swimming penguin in the world. Standing between 70 to 90 centimeters tall and weighing 5.5 to 7.5 kilograms, they are among the largest penguin species, second only to emperor penguins and king penguins. Their most recognizable features include a long tail and sleek, water-resistant feathers, which help them retain heat in a cold environment. With their bright red beak and distinctive white eye patches, they are among the most resilient inhabitants of this ecosystem. Unlike penguins that endure the brutal cold of Antarctica's interior, Gentoo penguins thrive in milder coastal conditions. Their populations flourish on ice-free rocky shores, from subantarctic islands like South Georgia, the Falklands and Kerguelen to the Antarctic Peninsula. According to a 2023-2024 report from Cape Shirreff, the number of Gentoo penguin nests increased by 20% compared to the previous year, reaching 1,038 nests. Unlike other penguin species, Gentoo penguins are not reliant on sea ice. They prefer to nest on land, using small stones to build sturdy nests. During breeding season, males often offer pebbles to females as a form of courtship. The incubation period lasts around 34 to 36 days, with both parents taking turns protecting the eggs. Once the chicks hatch, they are covered in soft down feathers and remain in the nest for about a month before joining creches, where they learn to be independent. Gentoo penguins are expert hunters, known for being the fastest swimmers among all penguin species, reaching speeds of up to 36 kilometers per hour. When diving, they typically reach depths of 20 to 100 meters. but on occasion they can dive as deep as 200 meters in pursuit of prey. Their diet consists mainly of small fish, krill, and squid. To reduce drag in the water, their feathers contain microscopic air bubbles, allowing them to glide smoothly at high speeds, making it easier to evade predators such as leopard seals and orcas. Along the towering cliffs and rugged shores of the Antarctic Peninsula, the Chinstrap penguin creates a striking contrast against the icy white landscape. With a thin black band running beneath its chin like a helmet strap, this penguin species has a distinct and easily recognizable appearance. Its compact size, measuring between 68 to 76 centimeters in height and weighing between 3.2 to 5.3 kilograms, makes it swift and agile across rocky terrain. Chinstrap penguins are widely distributed, from sub-Antarctic islands such as the South Shetlands and South Orkneys to the coastal regions of the Antarctic Peninsula. Unlike other penguin species that rely heavily on sea ice, Chinstrap penguins thrive in open rocky areas, building nests on dry ground during the breeding season. Fierce territorial disputes between males are common, often leading to aggressive confrontations using their beaks and flippers. They are considered one of the most aggressive penguin species, fiercely defending their nests from intruders. Each summer, millions of Chinstrap penguins gather in massive colonies, carefully constructing nests from small stones. Males stack the stones into a circular mound about 15 centimeters high, ensuring that their eggs remain dry as the snow melts. After laying their eggs, both parents take turns incubating them for 37 days, braving the bitter winds and the ever-present threat of predators. Once hatched, the chicks are protected within large groups called creches, where they huddle together for warmth and safety against threats such as leopard seals and skuas. The rich coastal ecosystem provides an abundant food supply, where Chinstrap penguins plunge into the frigid waters in search of prey. They are strong swimmers, capable of diving up to 70 meters deep, hunting primarily for Antarctic krill, small fish, and squid. One of their unique adaptations is using water pressure to propel their bodies forward, reducing drag and increasing speed while swimming. With dense waterproof feathers, they retain body heat effectively, allowing them to endure the freezing waters where they spend much of their time. Beneath the frozen surface of the Southern Ocean, life persists. The cold, deep and dark waters give rise to one of the richest and most diverse ecosystems on the planet. This is a world rarely touched by humans, where every creature must fight for survival in one of Earth's harshest environments. The Antarctic Circumpolar Current, ACC, the strongest ocean current on Earth, encircles Antarctica, isolating these waters from the warmer currents of the north. The ACC maintains the perpetually frigid temperatures of the Southern Ocean, keeping it between 2 degrees C and 2 degrees C. This current drives the global ocean circulation, regulating Earth's climate. Because of its powerful influence, the Southern Ocean has become a unique ecosystem, where only the most highly adapted species can thrive. Beneath these freezing waters, a complex food web unfolds, with countless organisms relying on each other to maintain a delicate balance. At the base of this ecosystem are phytoplankton, tiny organisms that harness sunlight through photosynthesis, forming the foundation of the ocean's energy supply. They are the primary food source for zooplankton, especially Antarctic krill, a tiny crustacean that plays a central role in the food chain. With an estimated biomass of 500 million tons, Antarctic krill is an irreplaceable food source for many larger species, including fish, seabirds, and whales. But the Southern Ocean is not just a realm of small creatures, it is also home to giants. At least 10 whale species regularly migrate through these waters. Rare migratory species such as fin whales and sei whales come here to feast on abundant krill before returning to warmer waters in the winter. Among them, the blue whale stands out as a true giant. This colossal species is the largest animal to have ever existed on Earth. Reaching lengths of up to 30 meters and weighing over 200 tons, it surpasses the size of any creature in the planet's history. Every year, blue whales migrate thousands of kilometers from tropical waters to the krill-rich seas of Antarctica. Here, they can consume up to 4 tons of Antarctic krill per day. Krill is an essential food source for blue whales. These massive whales swim slowly, opening their mouths wide and using their baleen plates to filter millions of krill from seawater, storing energy for their long migrations. The migration of the blue whale is one of the longest journeys on Earth. During the Antarctic summer, when sea ice melts and sunlight lasts 24 hours a day, whales from around the world converge on the Southern Ocean to feed. They can dive over 500 meters and hold their breath for nearly 20 minutes while searching for krill. After accumulating enough energy, they return to warmer equatorial waters to breed and nurture their young. Before industrial whaling, the Southern Ocean population of blue whales was estimated at 239,000 individuals. However, relentless commercial whaling in the 20th century drove their numbers to a devastating low, reducing them to just 3 to 11% of their original population. Although blue whales have been protected under a global whaling ban since 1966, their recovery has been slow and fragile. Research from 2023-2024 suggests that the Southern Ocean blue whale population is showing slight signs of recovery, but it remains far from reaching a safe level. Beyond the scars of past whaling, blue whales today face new threats. Climate change is altering sea ice patterns and disrupting the ocean's food web. A loss of habitat could lead to krill population declines, directly impacting the survival of these whales. Plastic pollution is also becoming a serious issue. Each day, a blue whale may unknowingly ingest up to 10 million microplastic particles through the krill it consumes. These tiny plastic fragments could have long-term effects on their health. The role of blue whales in marine ecosystems is far greater than we once imagined. Their waste is rich in iron and vital nutrients, fueling the growth of phytoplankton, tiny organisms that absorb carbon dioxide and produce oxygen. Through this process, blue whales not only maintain the balance of the ocean's food chain, but also indirectly help regulate the global climate. Protecting the blue whale is essential for the stability of the entire marine ecosystem. Reducing pollution, mitigating climate change impacts, and expanding marine protected areas are necessary measures to ensure that these majestic creatures can continue their migrations across the frigid waters of the Southern Ocean for centuries to come. As the fierce Antarctic winds blow and the currents continue their eternal flow, the blue whale silently moves through the vast ocean, carrying on the cycle of life that has endured for millions of years. More than leopard seals, orcas reign supreme at the top of the Antarctic food chain, gliding through the icy waters with power, speed, and unmatched intelligence. They dominate the vast Southern Ocean. With no natural predators, orcas are the undisputed rulers of Antarctica's waters, hunting down any unfortunate prey that crosses their path. At least 4 distinct orca populations inhabit the Southern Ocean, each with unique genetic traits and specialized hunting behaviors. As of 2024, the estimated orca population in Antarctica is around 25,000 individuals, a relatively stable number thanks to their adaptability and apex predator status. Some orca populations remain in Antarctic waters year-round, taking full advantage of the rich food sources provided by the sea ice ecosystem. Orcas are not solitary hunters. They are highly social animals, living in pods that can consist of dozens of individuals. Each pod has its complex communication system, using a variety of vocalizations to exchange information, coordinate movements, and maintain strong social bonds. The calls of one pod may be entirely different from those of another, similar to distinct human languages. As the largest member of the Delphinidae family, orcas combines the advanced intelligence of dolphins with the raw power of a top-tier predator. They can reach 9 meters in length, weigh over 6 tons, and swim at speeds of up to 56 kilometers per hour, far outpacing many other marine hunters. Their social structure is incredibly complex, with each population passing down unique hunting techniques through generations. With razor-sharp teeth up to 10 centimeters long, their jaws are strong enough to crush large prey, from penguins and seals to even whales. However, their success is not just due to brute strength. Orcas possess highly developed brains, enabling them to problem-solve, learn, and execute coordinated hunting strategies that few other animals can match. When hunting seals on ice floes, orcas work in teams, generating powerful waves to knock their prey into the water. When pursuing prey underwater, they use intricate vocal signals to communicate and strategically encircle their targets. It is this level of coordination and intelligence that makes orcas the most efficient predators in the ocean. For penguin colonies, orcas know how to cut off escape routes, herding their prey away from safety and picking off the weakest individuals. When targeting whales, particularly minke whales or young calves, they surround them, biting at their fins to exhaust them before delivering the final strike. Each hunt is a calculated, strategic performance, demonstrating the unparalleled intelligence and precision of nature's most formidable marine predator. Despite belonging to the Delphinidae family, meaning they are more closely related to dolphins than whales, orcas are commonly known as killer whales. This name originates from a mistranslation of the Spanish term asesino de balenas, which means whale killer. Their scientific name, Orcinus, translates to belonging to the kingdom of the dead, reflecting their dominance and unrivaled power in the ocean. But beyond the title of whale killer, one of the most astonishing abilities of orcas is their mastery of hunting great white sharks, an apex predator once considered the king of the ocean. The strategy orcas use to hunt white sharks is not based solely on brute force. It is a flawless combination of speed, coordinated teamwork, and an expert understanding of their prey's weaknesses. When spotting a target, they do not attack immediately. Instead, they observe from a distance, studying the shark's movement patterns before executing their attack. Once the moment is right, the entire pod works together to apply pressure. Some orcas use their powerful tails to strike the water beneath the shark, creating a shockwave that disorients the prey. Others dive deep and then surge upward, ramming the white shark and launching it into the air, stripping it of control. The primary target is not the entire body. It is the shark's liver, an organ rich in fats and nutrients. With precise bites to the abdomen, orcas neutralize the shark's ability to fight back. Once the prey is incapacitated, they swiftly extract the liver and leave the rest behind. This ruthless yet highly strategic behavior has been documented. Intelligent marine mammals do not even need a pod to defeat one of the ocean's most feared predators. The presence of orcas in an area often causes white sharks to flee. When orcas arrive, white sharks tend to abandon the region for weeks, even months. This dramatically alters the ecosystem as one apex predator makes way for an even more dominant force. In the Southern Ocean, where food is scarce and conditions are unforgiving, the advantage belongs to those with superior hunting strategies. Beneath the deeper layers of the Southern Ocean, an enigmatic ecosystem remains largely unexplored by humankind. A foreign world where time seems to stand still, yet life persists in its own extraordinary way. Even at depths exceeding 7,000 meters, life endures, defying the extreme conditions of the abyss. But no deep-sea creature is more astonishing than the colossal squid, with a length exceeding 10 meters and eyes measuring 27 centimeters in diameter, the largest in the animal kingdom. This elusive squid is one of the ocean's most legendary giants. It lurks in the darkness, wielding tentacles lined with razor-sharp hooks to capture its prey. Its only true adversary is the sperm whale. Reaching lengths of up to 18 meters and weighing 50 tons, the sperm whale is the largest toothed predator on Earth. Its brain weighs about 8 kilograms, the largest of any known animal, allowing it to develop complex acoustic communication and advanced hunting strategies. The battle scars found on many sperm whales serve as evidence of their fierce encounters with colossal squid in the abyss. The evolutionary history of the sperm whale spans tens of millions of years, with its ancestors first emerging during the Oligocene epoch, around 23 million years ago. Over time, they have adapted to become the ultimate deep-sea predators. Their long, narrow lower jaw and powerful teeth allow them to grip and overpower colossal squid in fierce battles in the ocean depths. Sperm whales do not live in isolation. They form tight-knit social groups, often consisting of females and their calves, while adult males tend to live alone or in small bachelor pods. Their primary form of communication is through distinctive click sequences, a sophisticated form of sound encoding that not only aids in echolocation, but may also function as a unique language within their species. These clicks can reach up to 230 decibels, louder than a gunshot underwater, making them the loudest sound produced by any animal on Earth. Sperm whales are found across the globe, from tropical waters to the frigid seas of Antarctica. During the Antarctic summer, they migrate to the Southern Ocean, concentrating around the Antarctic Peninsula and Ross Sea, where food is abundant. Mature males often hunt in Antarctic waters during summer and autumn, then migrate northward when sea ice expands in winter. They tend to hunt during the day and remain silent at night, possibly due to changes in prey distribution throughout the day. Beneath the thick Antarctic ice, sperm whales plunge into the abyss to hunt. They can dive to depths of 2,000 meters and stay submerged for over an hour, engaging in one of nature's most intense predator-prey encounters. To locate prey in the pitch-black depths, they rely on echolocation, an advanced natural sonar system. They send out powerful sound waves that bounce off objects, returning signals that reveal the precise location of their target. When they detect their prey, they accelerate with immense force, using their massive bodies to overpower the squid before crushing it in their powerful jaws. Unlike the frozen and arid Antarctic continent, the sub-Antarctic islands experience a milder climate, allowing moss and grass to thrive, blanketing the damp earth in a green carpet. The presence of this vegetation has fostered a crucial ecosystem, providing a resting and breeding ground for countless wildlife species. However, the environment here is not always gentle. Powerful winds, reaching speeds of up to 120 kilometers per hour, sweep across the islands, carrying the icy chill of Antarctica. Massive storms, towering waves, and dense fog make it challenging for seabirds to navigate and hunt during their long foraging trips. Seals and hatchlings must endure extreme weather from birth. They must grow quickly and become independent before the harsh winter arrives, bringing even greater survival challenges. On the jagged cliffs overlooking the sea, macaroni penguins and southern rockhopper penguins return from their long hunting trips offshore. They rely on their sharp claws to grip the rocks tightly, preventing themselves from being swept away by the powerful waves. Macaroni penguins stand out with their striking golden crests, making them one of the most visually distinct penguin species in the region. Meanwhile, southern rockhopper penguins, though similar in size, have a unique way of moving. Instead of taking steps like other penguins, they use their strong legs to hop from rock to rock, allowing them to navigate the rugged terrain with agility. Farther north, near the equator, the Galapagos penguin defies the usual penguin rulebook. It is the only penguin species that lives in tropical waters, surviving thanks to the cold currents of Humboldt and Cromwell, which bring nutrient-rich waters to the Galapagos Islands. Standing at just 48 to 51 centimeters tall and weighing around 2 to 2.5 kilograms, these penguins are much smaller than their relatives in the colder south. To cope with the heat, they nest in rocky crevices and caves for shade, while also spreading their wings to dissipate body heat efficiently. For Galapagos penguins, their population has dwindled to just 1,200 individuals, making them one of the rarest penguin species on Earth. El Niño events not only reduce food availability, but also warm ocean temperatures, disrupting the marine food web. This directly affects their breeding success and chick survival rates, making harsh years even more devastating for the already fragile population. As summer arrives, the sub-Antarctic islands awaken from months of icy stillness. Moss-covered cliffs and rugged black shorelines become bustling hubs for millions of seabirds, creatures that have adapted over millennia to survive in this harsh environment. Their habitat stretches from the low-lying grasslands to towering cliffs, where the fierce Antarctic winds howl through the skies. Above, flocks of petrels slice through the wind, hunting for small prey among the rolling ocean swells. Below, on the cold, rocky ground, dense penguin colonies gather, their calls echoing across the remote seascape. This is one of the most dynamic spectacles of the sub-Antarctic island's ecosystem, a hotspot of life in the vast frozen ocean. Along the untouched coastlines, the South Georgia pipit, the only songbird of the region, hops between mossy patches and rocks, filling the air with its high-pitched melodies. Higher up, where the winds rage, the southern giant petrel dominates the sky. As the largest flying bird in Antarctica, it is not only a formidable predator, but also an essential scavenger, cleaning the shores by consuming carrion. Islands like South Georgia, Macquarie and Kerguelen play a crucial role in the life cycle of many seabird species. Every year, over 100 million seabirds return to these islands to breed. Their nests are scattered across rocky surfaces, among lush green moss and lichen clinging to the barren ground. Chicks hatch during the brief summer season, growing rapidly in the harsh climate, and within just a few months, they must leave their nests and embark on their first great oceanic journey. The presence of seabirds not only enriches the ecosystem, but also helps maintain the balance of the food chain. By transporting nutrients from the ocean to the land through their droppings and remains, they fuel the fragile island ecosystems, sustaining life in one of the most remote corners of the planet. In this unforgiving world, the brown skua, one of the most opportunistic seabirds in the region, becomes a nightmare for penguins. During the breeding season, they appear in dense penguin colonies, where thousands of Adélie and Chinstrap penguins gather to raise their young. Penguin parents carefully incubate their eggs and guard their chicks against potential threats. But above, sharp eyes have already locked onto a target. The brown skua watches patiently, scanning for any moment of weakness before diving with astonishing speed. As soon as a penguin parent leaves the nest to forage, a single instant is all it takes. An egg or a defenseless chick is snatched away, carried into the sky, becoming the perfect meal. Brown skuas know how to wield their strength to intimidate. They dive aggressively, harassing their victims with powerful wing beats, forcing them into submission. In many cases, smaller birds have no choice but to surrender their hard-earned prey, dropping it mid-air as the relentless skua claims its prize. Fierce winds sweep across the frigid waters of the sub-Antarctic islands, carrying the silhouettes of the greatest travelers of the skies. Albatross. They belong to no land, bound by no borders. Their enormous wings allow them to fly farther than any other bird, gliding effortlessly over the relentless waves of the Southern Ocean, where only the strongest can survive. The wandering albatross, with a wingspan reaching up to 3.5 meters, holds the record for the largest wingspan of any living bird. One individual can travel tens of thousands of kilometers on a single foraging trip, soaring above the ocean for weeks without touching the water. Meanwhile, the gray-headed albatross, capable of reaching speeds up to 127 kilometers per hour, holds the title of the fastest sustained horizontal flight of any bird. But life at sea is not just about boundless flight. Albatross faces relentless challenges. Shifting ocean currents can move their prey, forcing them to fly even farther in search of squid and small fish. Fierce storms can even overpower these master flyers, plunging them into the sea below. When they return to land, rugged cliffs become both nesting grounds and battlegrounds, where adult albatross must defend their eggs and chicks from relentless predators like the brown skua, ever watchful for an opportunity to steal an egg or snatch a helpless hatchling. But the greatest threat does not come from nature. It comes from human activity. Longline fishing has become the deadliest danger to albatross. Baited hooks, floating across the ocean, turn into lethal traps. As the birds dive for fish, they become entangled and dragged underwater, unable to escape. Each year, tens of thousands of albatross perish in these lines, causing severe population declines in multiple species. On the jagged cliffs of the sub-Antarctic islands, amidst the icy winds of the Southern Ocean, the Antarctic shag spreads its wings, soaring over the harsh waters it calls home. This is the only species of cormorant that breeds in Antarctica, making it a unique survivor among the seabirds of this frozen realm. Though related to other cormorants, the Antarctic shag has evolved specialized adaptations to withstand extreme cold far better than most of its relatives. Over time, it has developed a thick, water-resistant plumage that provides insulation against the bone-chilling Antarctic winds. The Antarctic shag primarily inhabits the Antarctic Peninsula and nearby islands, such as the South Shetlands, where coastal cliffs provide ideal nesting sites. With an estimated population of 20,000 individuals, their numbers remain relatively stable compared to many other seabirds struggling with climate change and habitat loss. They construct nests along coastal cliffs, using seaweed, feathers, and marine debris, binding them together with their waste as a natural adhesive. The breeding season, from October to December, marks a critical time for these birds. Females lay 2 to 3 eggs, with both parents taking turns incubating them for 28 to 31 days. Newly hatched chicks lack insulating feathers, relying entirely on parental warmth and protection in their early weeks. Although they have few natural predators, skuas pose a threat, preying on eggs and vulnerable chicks. Unlike other cormorants, Antarctic shags do not need to dry their wings after diving, thanks to their specialized plumage that retains body heat even after emerging from freezing waters. This adaptation allows them to hunt more efficiently without prolonged recovery time, giving them a distinct advantage in Antarctica's extreme conditions. Their diet consists primarily of fish, but they also prey on squid, crustaceans, and other invertebrates. With an impressive diving ability, Antarctic shags typically plunge to depths of 25 meters, but can reach up to 60 meters. They use their webbed feet to propel themselves powerfully through the icy waters, demonstrating remarkable agility. At times, they hunt cooperatively, working together to herd fish into shallow waters, creating natural traps that maximize their hunting success. These strategies help them sustain their energy levels while reducing competition with other seabirds for food resources. The untouched shores of the sub-Antarctic islands witness one of nature's most awe-inspiring spectacles. The southern elephant seal, the largest marine mammal species on Earth, returns to its birthplace after months of roaming the frigid currents of the Southern Ocean. Beaches transform into fierce battlegrounds as massive males, weighing over 4,000 kilograms, clash in brutal fights for territory and mating rights. Thunderous roars echo across the coastline as colossal bodies collide, leaving scars on the cold, wet sand. The breeding season is a time of merciless competition, where only the strongest claim dominance. Beyond their dramatic land battles, southern elephant seals play a vital role in oceanic ecosystems, transporting nutrients across vast marine regions and helping to balance oceanic food webs. They inhabit the cold waters of the Southern Ocean, with breeding colonies concentrated on South Georgia, the Kerguelen Islands, Macquarie Island, and Heard Island. Currently, their population is estimated at around 650,000 individuals. The survival journey of the southern elephant seal unfolds between two worlds, on the shores and in the depths of the ocean. After giving birth, females remain on land for about 3 weeks, nourishing their pups with high-fat milk. During this period, they fast completely, relying solely on their thick blubber reserves for energy. Once the pups are strong enough, they embark on a solitary life at sea. Meanwhile, males, exhausted from their battles, also leave the beach, beginning months-long hunting expeditions. Beneath the dark, icy depths of the ocean, they navigate the cold currents, using sensitive whiskers on their snouts to detect prey in the pitch-black waters. Their thick blubber not only provides insulation, but also acts as a crucial energy reserve during prolonged periods without food. As elite divers of the seal world, they can reach depths of up to 2,000 meters and remain underwater for over an hour, longer than any other seal species. They hunt fish, squid, and crustaceans, replenishing their strength before returning to shore for the next breeding season. As the Antarctic summer begins, adult male Antarctic fur seals are the first to arrive on the beaches of the sub-Antarctic islands. Weighing up to 200 kilograms, they spend weeks establishing their territories, aggressively fending off intruders. Fiery battles erupt across the beaches with powerful bites and forceful throws as males clash for dominance. The victors earn the right to control harems of 15 to 20 females, ensuring their legacy in the colony. When the females arrive, they quickly select mates and give birth just days later. Newborn pups are born with thick black fur, which provides insulation in the harsh Antarctic conditions. While the mothers spend most of their time at sea hunting, the pups gather in groups, waiting for their mothers to return and nurse them. Unlike the massive, sluggish southern elephant seals, Antarctic fur seals are among the most agile marine mammals in these icy waters. Their dense fur and flexible movement on land make them dominant on the rocky coastal shores, where millions of individuals converge each summer after spending months swimming and hunting in the open ocean. Beneath the waves, Antarctic fur seals are formidable hunters. They swim at high speeds, diving over 200 meters to pursue prey. Their primary food source is Antarctic krill, with an adult consuming over 1,000 krill per day. Using their quick reflexes and agile swimming techniques, they efficiently capture massive swarms of krill. Beyond krill, they also hunt squid and small fish, using precise diving maneuvers to ambush their prey. The untouched beaches of the sub-Antarctic islands are also home to the New Zealand sea lion, one of the rarest sea lions in the world. Once widespread across New Zealand, centuries of intensive hunting drastically reduced their population, forcing them into remote refuges such as the Auckland Islands and Campbell Islands. Today, with an estimated population of only 10,000 individuals, this species faces increasing threats to its survival. Through thousands of years of evolution, the New Zealand sea lion has perfectly adapted to the frigid waters of the Southern Ocean. Adult males can weigh up to 450 kilograms, with massive bodies, dark fur, and a thick mane, distinguishing them from other sea lion species. Females, significantly smaller, at around 160 kilograms, are more slender and agile, suited for long-distance hunting. These sea lions are formidable hunters, diving to depths of 200 meters and traveling hundreds of kilometers in search of food. Their diet consists primarily of fish, squid, and occasionally seabirds, playing a crucial role in maintaining the balance of the marine food web. Breeding season begins between November and January, when hundreds of individuals gather on sandy beaches to mate and give birth. The largest and strongest males engage in fierce battles, competing for dominance over harems. Thunderous roars echo across the shore, signaling brutal clashes that can last for hours. After giving birth, females devote months to caring for their pups, shielding them from natural predators like orcas. Despite their remarkable ability to adapt to the cold Southern Ocean, New Zealand sea lions face numerous growing threats. Climate change is altering ocean currents and food availability, while the expansion of commercial fishing has led to increased bycatch deaths and the depletion of key food sources. The New Zealand sea lion population in the Auckland Islands has declined by 50% since the late 1990s. Additionally, pup mortality rates are rising due to the spread of disease and food shortages, further jeopardizing the species' future. Beyond the teeming coastal life, the frozen heart of Antarctica unfolds, a realm of haunting beauty, stripped to its most extreme and desolate form. This is the harshest environment on Earth. A world of howling, ice-laden winds, an endless grey sky, and vast emptiness stretching to the horizon. No clamorous seabird colonies, no moss-covered cliffs, no crowded seal-lined bays, only ice, rock, and wind. Temperatures here plummet to 80 degrees during the winter. Katabatic winds cascade down from the polar plateau at speeds reaching 320 kilometers per hour, powerful enough to scour the landscape of anything that dares resist. Annual precipitation is nearly non-existent, only a few silent snowflakes, instantly whisked away by the relentless gales. For months, winter shrouds the continent in eternal darkness. When summer arrives, the sun never sets, bathing Antarctica in continuous daylight. But even then, temperatures rarely rise above 20 degrees. Yet life has found a way to exist in the most unthinkable of places. Extremophiles, bacteria, fungi, and algae have evolved to withstand low oxygen, minimal sunlight, and extreme nutrient scarcity. They hide in ice crevices, survive in subglacial lakes, and even cling to bare rock, harvesting the faintest sunlight to power their fragile existence. Recent discoveries have uncovered bacteria thriving in supercooled water, shedding light on the potential for life on other planets. Among the few complex organisms that call this land home is Belgica antarctica, a wingless midge that, at just 6 millimeters in length, holds the title of Antarctica's largest terrestrial insect. Lacking wings that could be carried away by the wind, it survives by freezing solid and desiccating itself, preventing its cells from rupturing in the bitter cold. Meanwhile, microscopic tardigrades, better known as water bears, enter a state of suspended animation, freezing for years and awakening only when conditions improve. Beneath kilometers of ice, life persists in the dark, hidden waters of Antarctica. Antarctic sea urchins and other deep-sea organisms endure the frigid depths by slowing their metabolism to an almost imperceptible crawl, allowing them to survive long periods of food scarcity. At the same time, single-celled protozoa flourish in tiny pockets of fresh water left behind by melting ice, forming a crucial link in one of the planet's most fragile ecosystems. Antarctica, the frozen expanse at the southernmost reaches of the Earth, remains one of the least visited places on the planet, yet it holds landscapes and experiences found nowhere else. As of 2023, around 50,000 tourists visit Antarctica annually, a number that continues to grow. The Antarctic summer, from November to March, is the ideal time to explore this remote world. During these months, the sun never sets, and weather conditions become more favorable, with temperatures ranging between 2 degrees C and 8 degrees C. A journey to Antarctica is a true expedition, where travelers come face to face with untamed nature and some of the harshest conditions on Earth. The journey to Antarctica begins in Argentina or Chile, with the most common departure point being Ushuaia, the southernmost city in the world. From here, ships set sail from Ushuaia, often called the gateway to Antarctica, venturing into the treacherous waters of the Drake Passage, a region notorious for its towering waves and extreme weather conditions. The nearly 1,000-kilometer stretch between the southern tip of South America and Antarctica is a raw test of nature's power. But as the storm subsides and the horizon expands, a world unlike any other begins to emerge. Icebergs, towering like skyscrapers, appear across the open sea, their deep blue hues shimmering in the sunlight like frozen jewels. Some special expeditions even fly visitors from Chile to the South Pole, allowing them to set foot on the southernmost point of Earth. Icebreaker ships from Argentina or Chile navigate the Drake Passage, opening the gateway to a vast white wilderness where colossal icebergs rise like fortresses, casting an ethereal blue glow beneath the Antarctic sun. Amid the frozen landscape, life thrives in astonishing ways. Massive emperor penguin colonies huddle together, patiently incubating their eggs throughout the winter. Nearby, smaller Adélie penguins dart across the ice, sliding on their bellies to conserve energy, gathering in vast breeding colonies on rocky shores exposed during the summer. The air is filled with the calls of thousands of chicks, blending with the constant whispers of the wind and the rhythmic crash of ocean waves. On the icy waters, humpback whales glide effortlessly across the frigid Southern Ocean. Occasionally, a whale breaches the surface, its enormous body soaring into the air before crashing back into the sea, sending ripples across the still water. Along the drifting ice floes, Weddell seals bask in the rare warmth of the Antarctic summer sun. Beneath the surface, leopard seals patrol the waters, their sleek bodies moving silently as they stalk young penguins or silvery fish, using their agility and hunting prowess to strike with precision. The towering ice mountains of Le Maire Channel create an otherworldly landscape, a scene of pure Antarctic majesty. Small expedition ships weave through narrow fjords, flanked by sheer ice walls that rise like frozen fortresses. The deeper one ventures into these icy waters, the more untouched and remote the world becomes. In the dark, mirror-like waters of Paradise Bay, snow-draped peaks cast perfect reflections, amplifying the stillness of this frozen realm. Meanwhile, icebreaker ships carve through the frozen sea, forging rare pathways into the heart of this enigmatic, ice-bound wilderness. Experiencing Antarctica is more than just observing icebergs and wildlife. This remote wilderness is a stage for rare and exhilarating adventures, where every moment is a direct encounter with raw, untamed nature. Kayaking among icebergs in frozen waters is an unforgettable challenge. With each stroke, the paddle slices through the icy sea, guiding the small vessel through towering blue ice formations sculpted over millennia. Time seems to stand still as everything converges, humans, wildlife, and the frozen expanse, in a moment of absolute stillness. For thrill seekers, the legendary polar plunge offers a heart-pounding test of endurance, diving into the frigid waters of the Southern Ocean where temperatures hover around 1.8 degrees C. The instant the body hits the icy water, every muscle contracts, breath catches in the throat, and a surge of adrenaline floods the senses. Many describe the experience as a rebirth, where the extreme cold awakens every nerve, etching the moment into memory forever. At Deception Island, where geothermal heat warms the shore, an eerie contrast emerges as warm and cold waters mix beneath a thin layer of ice, creating a surreal sensation unlike anywhere else on Earth. For those drawn to the challenge of mountaineering, the ice cliffs of Danko Island and Spigot Peak offer an opportunity to conquer one of the planet's harshest landscapes. Each solid ice wall demands precision, with every ice axe placement and every foothold requiring absolute focus. Upon reaching the summit, the reward is an unparalleled panoramic view stretching to the horizon, where ice and ocean merge into an endless blue and white expanse. Antarctica is not just a destination for travelers, it is one of the world's most important scientific frontiers. McMurdo Station, located on Ross Island, is the largest research facility in Antarctica, operated by the United States. It serves as a logistical hub for hundreds of scientific projects, ranging from ice sheet dynamics to marine ecosystem studies. Farther east, Australia's Davis Station, situated on the coast of Pryds Bay, focuses on climate change research and its effects on the Southern Ocean ecosystem. Beneath Antarctica's ancient ice sheets, scientists extract ice cores from depths of thousands of meters, preserving a record of Earth's climate history, helping researchers decode past climate patterns and predict future changes. At the very heart of the frozen continent, Amundsen Scott South Pole Station sits directly at the geographic South Pole, where every direction is north. This remote outpost is an unparalleled location for astrophysical research, thanks to its stable atmosphere and minimal light pollution. Telescopes here study cosmic microwave background radiation, unlocking clues about the origins and expansion of the universe. Research stations across Antarctica are not just observing changes in the continent, they are at the cutting edge of global scientific discovery. The permafrost holds an unbroken record of Earth's climatic past, while subglacial lakes like Lake Vostok may harbor undiscovered life forms, offering insights into potential extraterrestrial life on icy planets beyond our solar system. Beneath the thick Antarctic ice, extremophiles survive under conditions once thought impossible, challenging our understanding of life's limits and expanding the search for life beyond Earth. Antarctica is a pristine world, yet it is also a land in flux. It is not just the coldest place on Earth, but a stark reminder of the fragility of our planet's ecosystems. If Antarctica is lost, we lose a part of ourselves, and perhaps that day is closer than we think, unless we take action. To safeguard this delicate balance, the international community has taken bold measures, from environmental treaties to advanced monitoring technologies. The Antarctic Treaty, established in 1961, laid the legal foundation to preserve Antarctica as a land dedicated to peace and scientific research. This treaty prohibits mineral extraction, protects all wildlife, and strictly bans any military activity. A further step was taken by the Commission for the Conservation of Antarctic Marine Living Resources, which enforces strict fishing limits to safeguard the ocean's food chain. One of its most significant achievements is the 1.55 million square kilometer Ross Sea Marine Protected Area, the largest protected ocean region in the world. Scientists are also harnessing cutting-edge technology to track environmental changes in Antarctica. Satellite imagery monitors the shrinking ice sheets and the movements of emperor penguins. Environmental DNA analysis of seawater detects whale migration patterns without direct interference, offering crucial insights into the ecosystem's health. Even small actions from individuals can help protect Antarctica's natural wonders. From today, reduce carbon emissions by switching to renewable energy, minimizing fossil fuel usage, and planting trees to slow glacial melt. Avoid consuming seafood from the Southern Ocean, especially Patagonian toothfish and Antarctic toothfish, to preserve prey populations for native predators. Supporting conservation groups like WWF and Ocean Conservancy can also make a lasting impact. If you've ever set foot in Antarctica, share your knowledge and experiences in the comments below. Your stories can inspire greater conservation efforts, ensuring that future generations inherit a thriving ecosystem. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us on more extraordinary adventures. Or continue exploring the untamed resilience of wildlife in harsh Alaska.